we're dealing with inputs in our ag industry. The ag industry is the largest industry in Georgia, and I actually had a farmer call me on the phone last night and said, asked me, he said, "Are you representative on this?" I said, "Yeah, I am." He said, "I just wanted to thank you." And I said, "Ooh, you never know when you get phone calls." He said, "You just gave me the first raise I've had in a decade." And I said, "Well, you're welcome, I think." And he said, "You know what? I'm going to spend that with other Georgia businesses, because that's what I heard you guys were doing down there, is trying to find a way to get Georgia back to work, to get Georgia jobs going again, and to get Georgia competitive with everywhere else. And in my community, in the ag community, you can tax me out of business by taxing all my inputs before I can finally grow a product that I can go sell in the market. And I'm different in agriculture because somebody in Chicago is setting the prices I sell everything by, and I'm not able to set it based on the normal supply and demand means that other businesses are." So he said, "I really appreciate you guys finally giving us a chance, your biggest business in the whole state of Georgia, to operate on an equal playing field, now literally with the whole world, especially with the ports." And he just said he wanted to thank us. And I hope he's right. And that's probably one of the best phone calls I've ever had since I've been in office. But the scope of this whole bill, all 11 or 12 initiatives are in it. We started to eliminate the marriage penalty. It really has to do with treating everybody the same way and re-encouraging that wonderful thing that we used to have so well in Georgia, that until this past recession is kind of diminished, that wonderful thing called entrepreneurial spirit. And that's whatever it is that clicks in the mind of those people that are so well trained and so well educated out here, to go out and take a chance again, and take a chance to do that's make this wonderful thing called profit. And that's when jobs come. And it comes from the small business jobs first. We have all kind of data that proves that. And that's what this bill does. We're putting money back in Georgians' pockets to have the faith in their government and the predictability of the business cycle to yet again go back and take that risk, and let's hire a couple of people and try out this new idea I have. We think that this bill sets the playing field for that, and it makes everybody treated the same, and everybody is now competitive. And frankly, I think we're more competitive than now even our neighboring states. At least this is the beginning of it, and I commend everybody that had anything to do with this. It's been a concerted effort by literally thousands of people all over Georgia. We heard from Georgians everywhere in the state, border towns, the middle of the state, ag communities, urban communities. We heard them all, every different kind of business. We listened before we reacted. And this bill is a culmination of all of what we heard from Georgia and what all the experts said, and then we measured it together in what we hope is the most manageable beginning package, the cornerstone of why now Georgia should be the most competitive and hopefully prosperous state in the United States.